Okay, now the third page is really solving pretty much. Now we have a solving the linear equations of powers 1, and we have solving where the powers 2. When the power's 1, you want to get x on one side, numbers on the other. Here's 5 problems. See, you can do them and then turn me back on. Excuse me. So, add 10, divide by 5. Here we're going to get the x's on one side, numbers on the other, so I'm going to subtract 4x, and I'm going to subtract 10. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 2, so x is negative 8. Here, this is called a proportion. You deal with this when you're doing percents. So one way to solve is to multiply both sides by the LCD, which is 12, 3 times 4. Or when you have a fraction equal fraction, you can always cross multiply. So it'd be 4 times x plus 1 equals 3 times x. So this would be 4x plus 4. I'm going to subtract 3x, and I'm going to subtract 4. So x is negative 4. Here, when you have fractions, it's easier to multiply both sides by the LCD. Get rid of those fractions, which in this case is 12. So 1/2 of 12 would be 6x. 6 goes into 12 twice. 2 times 5 is 10. So the denominator divides into the number, then you multiply what's left over to the top. 4 goes into 12 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. And then 12 times 1 is 12. So I'm going to subtract 6x, and I'm going to add 12. Then divide both sides by 3 to get x by itself. Now the last linear problem, I'm going to distribute the 5 to get rid of the parentheses. Distribute negative 3 to get rid of the parentheses. Now I'm going to simplify. So I would have 2x plus 5 equals 6 minus x. So I'm going to add x, and I'm going to subtract 5. So you'd have 3x equals 1. So divide by 3, x equals 1/3. Now we did this back in August. This we did like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So this should be more on your brain. So those 5 problems, see if you can do them, and then turn me back on. So here, the question is, do you have something equal to 0? Yes. Do I have a product? Yep. So you set each one equal to 0. So add 5, divide by 3. Here's subtract 2. Here I'm going to subtract 25. Now we haven't done solving radical equations yet. We'll either do them before Christmas or after Christmas. But I'm going to factor this x plus 5, x minus 5. So x equals negative 5 or x equals 5. If you want to put plus or minus 5, that's okay with me. Do we have something equal to 0? Yep. Factor it, be x minus 6, x minus 1. So x equals 6 or x equals 1. Here, does it equal 0? No. So I'm going to subtract 9x and add 8. to get 0 on one side. I like to keep the coefficient of x squared positive. It's easier to factor, so it'd be x minus 8, x minus 1. So x equals 8 or x equals 1. This one is equal 0. No. So I'm going to FOIL this out. X plus 6, x plus 6. This would be x squared plus 12x plus 36. Now I'm going to subtract 1 to get it equal to 0. So factor, I do believe it's x plus 7, x plus 5. So now I have a product equal to 0. So x equals negative 7, x equals negative 5. You know what? Page 3 of the final, we are done. Page 4. Now this is stuff we did a while ago. On the final, you don't have to solve by substitution or by addition. It just says solve. You get to pick the best way. Here, I told you how to do it, just to get you started. To solve by substitution, you want to solve a variable that has a 1 or negative 1 in front of it. Because if I solve for this x, oh my goodness, you're going to have to add 3y divided by 2. You got 3 halves y. Oh my goodness, fractions. So I'm going to solve for x here. Subtract y, you'd have 3 minus y. Now I'm going to plug that back into the other equation for x. So I'd have 2 parentheses, 3 minus y minus 3y equals 1. So it'd be 6 minus 2y minus 3y equals 1. So I'm going to subtract 6 and combine the y's. So it's minus 5y equals minus 5. Divide by negative 5y equals 1. Now, sad to say, here's where most people make a mistake. There's 2 unknowns. We also have to find x. So x equals 3 minus 1. X is 2. So the answer is 2, 1. Now notice, substitution's easier for these problems because you got a 1 in front of the x, also in front of the y. Here, this is already solved for x. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to take this and just put it right in there. 3y plus 2 plus y equals 10. 3y plus 6 plus y equals 10. So I'm going to combine the y's, subtract 6, 4y equals 10. 4y equals 4. I made a boo-boo. So y is 1. So x is 1 plus 2. So x is 3. So it is 3, 1. Now I'm trying to keep these videos 10 minutes or below because it's easier to download if they are. So I'm going to pause there. We're on page 4 of the final. Holy bananas.